welcome. Hey, everybody. Hey, it's Phoebe. I'm back with another great artist. Today, again, from the Song Battle League. You know, I can't even front of my boys. Those are my boys. I love them to death. Well, I was impressed by this young man, Mr. Whyte. And he rocked the battle. And I'm not even going to say as being an artist. I was impressed with how he's getting his bag, how he's doing this, how he's really an entrepreneur. So welcome to the Artist Corner, Mr. Whyte. How are you doing?
Thank you. I appreciate you for having me. I'm doing pretty well. Thank you for having me first and foremost. Appreciate that a lot. So, I actually like doing things like this. It shows a different side to the artist, to the person. So yeah, I enjoy it. Thank you for reaching out.
Thank you for coming. Now, Mr. Whyte, where are you from? Because I know I heard different stuff, but where are you from?
Well, I'm from Hempstead, Long Island, New York. But I also rep Edenton, North Carolina, where a lot of my family members is born and raised. So I'm one of those, New York, North Carolina babies, you know what I mean? But I'm from Hempstead, Long Island, and I rep Hempstead, with a lot of passion.
What's wrong with you? First of all, tell me this. How did you get started in music? And then we're going to go into all your stuff because you have a lot of layers. You have a lot of things going on.
So the reason why I started music is kind of like, I don't want to sound arrogant, but we got into music, me and my friends in high school. Mm-hmm. We started a group called NRR, and it started out as 9 rapping rappers. So it was more of a playful gesture just to kind of diss the real rappers that was in school. Mm-hmm. Not diss, but just show them that we actually have the ability to rap as well, and we don't take it that serious. But then as we playing around, it became more of a kind of like a talent that we discovered that we actually have moving forward. You know what I mean? So once we started actually getting our talent out there more, people started suggesting that we take it more serious. And I ended up going away to school in 2005. And I actually did 5 years of college because I was playing around. But I still graduated, got my papers, got my degree. In 2010, I came home. As soon as I graduated like a week. In July, I came home next week. And me and my 2 brothers, my cousins, we hit the ground running with our group called Cash Flow Family. And I would say that was our official start because that's when we started investing money. Mm-hmm. So once the money, comes into play, then it's a different ball game. It gets real serious, and we started putting plans on the scoreboard, and just trying to check them off as we go.
Wow, how old were you?
That was about 11 years ago now, so that was about 22, 23. Okay. Just come home from school. And yeah, it was a nice roller coaster ride, but we here now, and we just trying to make the best of it, honestly.
So are you all still together? You're all still?
Yeah, we together. So I'm actually part of a group. So I do a lot of music within the group. Mm-hmm. So the solo battle is a little different for me because I actually just started doing like solo music around 2017. Oh. Everything else was based on the group before that, and it's 3 of us, so we kind of like a group. I would say, if we had the comparison, similar to like the Locks.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I got 2 other counterparts. You would hear some of them on the hooks that I play in the Song Battle League. Mm-hmm. So you can hear the different voice gestures and the fluctuations and things like that. They super talented. So I know a lot of people in the Song Battle League is liking what I'm doing, but if they tune into the actual group, they gonna love the group.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
And what is that? Y'all stuck with the same name?
Yes, we stay with it. Cash Flow Family is what we rocking with. I'm the only one that actually changed my name. It was Maybackthepresident at first. That's what my screen name and my social medias. And I got that name from my cousin because he compared me to a Maybach back in when Rick Ross had first started getting real hot. So he was like, he said my temperament is kind of like a Maybach. It's like, he said you kind of like a flashy guy, but you laid back. So it's like weird combination. So that's where the name Maybach came from. And then President is just, me. I always tell people like I think I'm a hell of a rapper, but I think I'm a better businessman. So I'm a person who like to handle business. I take care of business. You know, within the community, outside the community, entertainment. I'm kind of like a jack of all trades. So that's where the president came from. So I just end up changing it to Whyte because, you know, just so, you know, just to clean up purposes. You know, I didn't want to always, every time I, you know, state that my name was Maybach, I get compared to Rick Ross and things like that. So kind of, I think it was Joel Ortiz. He was one of the rappers who said, you know what, I'm keeping my real name, my rap name. And I kind of like that bar so much that I'm like, you know what, with the comparison to Rick Ross, and that bar that I love so much, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna keep it my name, but I'm gonna throw a little twist on it.
Exactly. Well, that's great. That's a good thing. But your music is hot.
Thank you.
Do you have any new videos out? You have so much going on. So I get.
Yes, I do. I just dropped it. So my plan is I actually have like 2 or 3 videos in the tuck right now. I actually just dropped the video the same day of the Battle League. My first round. So I'm trying to use that as a form of promotion. So what I'll do is I'll try to drop these videos each round that I, you know, possibly advance. You know what I mean? So.
Oh, that's hot. Tell me this. Tell me what happened with the track. Because I know you used the track, but you had used it prior to being popular.
Yes. So it's a weird, it's not really weird. Actually, I got the track from YouTube, which, you know, I don't have any in-house producers at the moment. So I you know, if I don't purchase a beat directly from somebody, you know, I do like everybody else. Like a lot of these industry artists do the same thing. They go on YouTube, they find a beat they like. They take it, they try to contact the person who made it. Sometimes they reach out, sometimes they don't, you know? So I snatched the beat from YouTube. I created a whole song around it, you know, original. You know, everything is original. So I didn't actually hear Pop Smoke's version and then go back and make my version. I made my version first, and I actually dropped a tape called Coded Talk, the COVID 6-pack. And I believe it dropped, I want to say, if I'm not mistaken, I don't want to give you any inaccurate dates, but it dropped about a week or 2 before Pop Smoke album actually came out. So when Pop Smoke album came out, I'll never forget, my cousin actually contacted me like 3, 4 in the morning, you know, because he's one of those people, like when the album dropped at 12, he listened to it. You know, I kind of give it a little time, but he listened to it, and he like, yo, cuz, you got another one. So this is not even my first time doing this where we, you know, we pick the same beats as an industry artist, or I done had some of the same beats as Ty Dolla Sign's YG, you know, what's Nipsey, Kabi Supreme. These are some of the artists we actually had some of the same beats. So, and it's, so I didn't actually hear the record and then like, yo, I like the beat, let me create a song. I created a song not knowing Pop Smoke even had this beat.
Wow.
So let's just say I dropped on, I'm gonna give you this happened in 2019, I think we dropped. Just to say, if I dropped July 1st, he dropped about July 7th or July 10th or something like that. So obviously there's no way I can hear it. So I kind of explained that to Baz, and because he hit me like, yo, this is a Pop Smoke song. I say, honestly, bro, you can check the receipt. I actually have it on Apple Music, Spotify, things like that. That should let you know that I had the you know, the song first. Because if you try to put any type of freestyle and monetize off of it, they block it.
Right.
You can't use nobody, especially an industry beat, you know, with these big labels such as, you know, Def Jam and things like that, you know. So if you try to use any instrumental that a signed artist use, then they block it immediately. Spotify, Apple Music, they pick it up immediately. So that was my receipt of pretty much saying, you know, this is not a freestyle. This is an original record that I wrote before I even knew Pop Smoke had the record. So, and then when it
hit YouTube, YouTube automatically stopped it. So
yeah, so it could have stopped for multiple reasons, but I'm gonna say that was the reason. And I apologize to Miss Milani, because you know what I mean, but it was more of a strategic record because I was going against a woman. So I did win, lose, or draw. I wanted to play that record as a strategic move, you know. So I feel like that song was gonna offset anybody, honestly, but really more so a female, because it was more so directed towards the female. Because it wasn't a diss record. It was more of a, you know, we still got guys out here that respect, love, and you know, and adore like the natural bodies, and you know. Just
and I respect you for that, for real. And I respect you for bringing different content. I love the song Battle League, but I love to hear artists when they have different content. Really, to be honest, for me, I respect every single artist because that's their artistry. No matter if I don't agree with what they're saying, but I respect them because I know that it takes a lot of work to do what you do. It just takes work to get in the studio. It takes confidence. So I respect it all, but it is refreshing to hear a different concept.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you guys are taking to it because I kind of was a little skeptical about joining because I know my content is more so of a Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole vibe, if you want to say. I kind of got a message with majority of my records. Not too often you hear me just going, even though I feel like I can rap with the best of them, I'll kind of past that phase where I'm just throwing out random, lyrics or random bars and things like that just for the sake of it. I like to, tie things in together, from the records that you heard. So that's me just challenging myself.
And that makes sense. And you never know who's watching, and you never know, I do believe that the Song Battle League is a platform, a learning platform for a lot of artists. If they see that, it's a learning platform because it's so much different content you could talk about. And I wish more artists pick up that it's the world is yours. You don't have to talk about the same thing. And I do also feel that we as Black people, we have to change the narrative sometimes. If we want it to change, we have to change it. And we have the power to do that. So, I appreciate it. I appreciate all music, but I do.
I love it. It's crazy because I love all the music. I love all of the.
Oh, yes, hot.
Shoot 'em up, bang, bang.
The booty, the big booty slap. I'm not even gonna lie. The beats have me crazy, but sometimes it's nice that when they change it up. That's why I like the creative round, and people should be a little more creative with the creative round because you don't have to do that. In the creative round, you can do something crazy. But yes, I'm hip hop. I do like listening to it, but I do also believe that we also should, get a little more versatile and change the narrative sometimes.
I'm glad you said that word. That's my only, I have two goals when I come here. I just want to show people, how versatile my music is. Obviously, me and my group, mainly me because it's me in the actual contest. And just quality, what I'm saying? Quality and message. That's my thing. My goal is just to offset, everybody and possibly steal a couple of fans here and there. Or supporters. I don't really like the word fans, honestly. But grab a couple supporters, just like yourself, that actually listen to the content and, go research and be like, this is actually dope. You know what I'm saying? Because I done been in, some of the ciphers with some of the best artists, Jadakiss, a lot of these guys, and they respect it. It's just, everybody don't get that same opportunity to, showcase their talent. So
you're right. True that, for real. Some people, it's a blessing. I mean, if you get that opportunity to get on a platform and you showcase your talent, it's beautiful because there's people that's famous I met so many artists that's so hot that they should be getting that paper. They are just really hot. So I appreciate it. But with you, it's bigger than that. It's bigger. You're an artist, but you're also a brand. Tell me a little bit about your brand that you have.
Well, my brand, see me, I like to follow like the guys that I follow. I like to follow guys that are successful, obviously. But I actually study them. Like the Master P's. I reference them a lot in my records. The Nipsey Hussles, the Young Dolphs, things like that. These are like the independent guys that still get to it. The Russ, things like that, and they like to model their things around. Obviously a goal, a message. And, they actually like to sell stuff alongside with the music. So I like to just try to brand myself as just like a super professional, somebody that's just professional, come across clean cut, but can still get to the punch. And then as well as, say you something quality, as well as give you some quality as far as the music, so you kind of getting everything. Cause I'm from the hood. I'm ratchet just like the rest of them, you know what I'm saying? So once again, I apologize. I put it on Do Not Disturb, but they keep calling me. But so I'm ratchet, and I'm from the same neighborhoods that a lot of these guys are from. I just chose to take a different route, and I used to rap some of those same lyrics, and like I said, I wanted to challenge myself, and I knew that went along with the branding itself as well. Your image, how you look, how you carry yourself, how you speak, things like that, and just expanding your portfolio. So that goes into doing other ventures. I got a basketball league that I run, a pro-am basketball league. We do like free clinics for the kids during the summer. We do book bag giveaways, turkey giveaways, all of that. Because now with the music, it's kind of weird. People would tend to take to your character more than your actual music, and that will make them go listen to your music. So if that makes sense. So you gotta touch different avenues, different lanes, and then like people, like for example, Fabulous got a big crowd for people that love fashion.
Right.
So people that love fashion they just love him, period, and they listen to music. So it's just about touching different avenues and letting people know you got different layers that you can peel back. So.
And what are some of the layers other than basketball? What else? What do you sell?
Oh, as far as the merchandise, so what I do is each project I like to attach different elements or different pieces to the merchandise. This one I'm about to drop July 24th. It's called the 4 collection. Okay. Excuse me. That's actually based around my mom. So when my mom's passed in 2019, I just kept seeing this number 4 this 44, 444, things like that. So I'm kind of one of those guys that when I keep seeing something, I want to know what it means. So I looked it up, Googled it, Yahoo'd it, whatever the case may be, just to see if it matched. And pretty much the number 4 is like your guardian angel sending you a message to let you know to stay on your path. Don't let off your purpose. So if you look up the number 4, every number has a definition, has a purpose, and the number 4 is your guardian angel's number. So then when I looked it up, it just made sense. My mother had 4 kids. I want to say her favorite number was 4. And then I just based everything around the number 4. So that's what I'm calling the collection, the 4 collection. So that consists of the music. I actually started this collection with a fragrance, a unisex fragrance, a cologne unisex. Okay. And pretty much the music is going to be the soundtrack to that. So now I got the music, the fragrance, the candles, which will all be within the fragrance portion selection. Then I have the hats that I'm doing that I always promote. And then I'm also doing a shirt line as well. So it's 4 different increments. Everything is going to be in 4s.
Wow. Do you have a store?
I don't. Not at the moment.
Like it's a store.
No, not at the moment. That's actually just my apartment. That's just my apartment, having it just sitting there late night. I'm a neat freak, so it just looked like it's set. Yes. It just set that way. Listen, that is so creative, and in honor of your mom. I understand I lost my mom too in 2019, and I don't even know how I'm functioning, So I understand. I salute you. I know, like, people don't know the feeling until it happened. A couple of my brothers and friends, lost their parents. And after I lost my mom, I called them and said, yo, listen, man, if I wasn't there as a friend like I should have been, I apologize, because it hit different when it happened to you. So. Oh,
that's so deep that you say that. Yeah. And that is it's so true. It's a love that you'll never have again. You have it, it's there spiritually, but having that, mama's love, it was deep. It was deep. So I respect you for, honoring your mom like that. I'm sure she's shining down on you saying, that's my boy,
Yeah, it's not. She always the loudest in the room. So I hope so, man. I hope so.
That's but you got a lot of things going on. You're very, very, very talented. What is your ultimate goal for all the things that you're doing?
The ultimate goal for everything, like the umbrella of everything.
For yourself, where do you want to see yourself?
I would say
is like what
So I would say my motto is be remembered. So I would say, I'm gonna stick to that. Be remembered and just leaving a legacy to where when anybody talk about the Jackson name. So sorry. Whenever anybody talk about the Jackson name, the legacy, that it gets brought up in a positive light. If it's because of me, that's cool. If I can use my talent to shine some light on my family members, my sisters, my brothers, that's perfect as well. But I would say the overall goal is to be remembered and leave a legacy that's unforgotten.
Leave a positive legacy.
Yeah,
that's a good goal. And in your music, what do you like most? Do you like performing live? Do you like? I want to ask all artists, or do you like recording in the studio? What gets you? What do you like?
Oh, out of those two?
Yeah, the most.
Performing live. I'd rather perform live than the studio. The studio is more of a process where, because I have a really good relationship with my engineers, I only use 2 of them. So we go back and forth where they kind of know my talents and they challenge me a lot. So if I'm not hitting a certain tone on a lyric, or it could be an ad lib, they're gonna make me do it 100 times. So that's not as fun as people think it is. But when it always comes out and it comes out perfect, or at least to my standard, pretty good. I don't have a problem with it. Performing live when people actually know your lyrics, and that is like the best feeling in the world. So man, performing live when nobody knows your lyrics it's fun. It's not as fun as when people actually know the lyrics. Oh man, that's the ghost. I'll never forget those times where we performed when I first started back in 2010 to 2012. We had this one record that we was pushing for about 2 years, and the last 6 months to a year, people started catching on and knowing the lyrics, and those shows was some of the best shows we ever did. And we, it was coming out 50 deep, with swing t-shirts. The swing was an acronym that me and my guys created, and that means success while achieving new goals. So we kind of did a spin-off from swag. That was when the word swag was hot. Okay. So everybody was swagged out this, swagged out that. We kind of switched it and was like, you know what? We like to do different things and just be, our own men. So we're gonna use the word swing. So we started using the word swing, and we was like, we needed to stand for something. So it took us about a week before we jotted down some ideas, and we came up with success while achieving new goals. So try to leave a positive message, and we started printing up shirts, and they was going like hotcakes. I never forget that.
Wow, that's deep. That's deep. Yeah. Well, see, you may not like fans and followers, but you already have a nice fan base, a follower base. So that's great. That's everything.
Yes. I appreciate them. When they come on live talking crazy, and they having fun, man. Never disrespect. I even like to tell them, I said, listen, we ain't being biased, even though I know they're gonna be biased for the most part. But if you like the other opponent, the other artist, you can, I'll never feel no type of way. I know a lot of these people personally, so you listen. If you feel like they got hot music, that's what this platform is for. Yeah. And I hope they gain a fan from my followers as well. So I believe so far, me and Milani did some of the biggest numbers twice. So right. You know what I mean? So we just try to keep that going and keep growing. So now I'm just trying to, grab other people's followers and supporters as well.
Oh, Milani is one of my favorite. I interviewed her.
Oh, she's so dope. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. She is inside and out. On the real, like I've had many conversations with her. She is just, it was a nice battle. And she just had this beautiful thing, and she's so humble, and she's
dope. She's dope. It's just shocked me because I actually spoke to her on the phone as well, and she told me that she just started rapping. I was like, well, I hate to compare you, but you sound a lot, better than a lot of people. I know that you've been doing music for a long time, so yeah, her energy is unmatched. I wish they actually didn't match us up together, but I'm kind of glad it did. A lot of people said that was the best battle so far. So
it was great. And because she brings that, she has that fearlessness. She just fearless a little bit. She just I manage the artist. She has that thing that just I want this, I'm gonna get it, and this is how I'm gonna get it, and and she believes it. And I look forward to see good things coming out of her. I look forward to seeing you already. You're doing a lot, and I commend you because that's what it's about.
Yes.
That's what it's about. You have a vision, you're putting it forward, and you're very disciplined, I can tell, because if you wasn't, you wouldn't be able to do all these things that you're doing. And that's just keep doing what you're doing and giving back. That giving back to the kids, that's everything.
Listen,
that's everything.
Yeah, I tell people all the time, so my first caption when we first did this a couple of years ago, almost 5-6 years ago, it kind of went I want to say locally viral, but my caption was, you don't got to be rich to give back. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people just love that caption for whatever reason, but I can see why. So it was just, obviously, I guess the rapper in me came out, and that was just one of the, things that first came to thought when I was promoting the event. But yeah, we kind of just stuck to that. So now that's one of our sayings whenever we do the free clinics. You don't got to be rich to give back. Anywhere from toiletries to school supplies. Anything is a plus because I grew up on Terrace Avenue. You can kind of do your own research after we get off, and you'll get an understanding of where I come from. And you know, everybody pretty much got their own story. That's mine. So I just said that's my 2 words: Terrace Avenue. That's my story. And when people get the chance to Google it, they'll understand.
Okay. Now, do you have any shows coming up anytime soon?
Not at the moment. Only thing I have at the moment is July 24th. I'm actually doing a listening party, which you're more than welcome to come to. I'm not sure your location.
Oh, I'm in New York.
You're in New York. It's going to be in Long Island. It's actually going to be in Belmore, Long Island. It's going to be from 7 to 10 p.m. I don't have any actually like performing shows, but so what I like to do with the music and the merchandise, I like to set up. I always do a listening party that people can do, enjoy themselves, get some good food, get some good drinks, and listen to good music. I'm actually going to be introducing a new segment called the Listening Party.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah, I'm going to be, so going forward, I'm going to be, and I may start it at the end of this year. I'm going to do it once each quarter, where I'm going to get, it's going to be like a showcase, but an in-studio showcase, where instead of you performing your record, you get to come bring 3 to 4 records and play it for people that actually love music. So it's kind of like a showcase, but in studio where they can actually hear the music as opposed to just you performing it.
I love it. That's unique. That's different. I love it. And it's going to be like in a studio setting.
It's going to be a studio vibe. So they if they come, whoever comes, or you guarantee to leave out of there with any new fans or any new supporters, things like that. So because it's going to be so intimate, they're going to be able to touch you, as opposed to, you know, sometimes we do our showcases, they kind of can't get it, get a grasp of the whole record because you're performing it with so much passion. You kind of over the beat. Some people are very entertaining. Some people are live, So with the studio vibe, they're gonna be able to hear everything from your hook, your verse, your ad libs. They're gonna be able to see your character in person, what type of person you are, things like that. So I'm gonna be introducing that segment during my listening party, and then August. I'm looking on the calendar now. August 7th and August 21st, I have pop-up shops. I always set up pop-up shops to sell the merchandise.
And you have that in Long Island?
Yes, that's going to, the August 7th is going to be in Long Island. That's going to be out east. The location is undisclosed at the moment. Okay. And August 21st is going to be in Atlantic City.
Oh, nice. That's very nice. Okay. I was supposed to go to Atlantic City. I was supposed to go last week, but I got to go out there. Maybe I'll go to 21st. I don't know.
Listen,
that's
welcome.
We're going to keep in touch because you have so much stuff, and I know that I'll be able to catch something. Long Island, I got plenty of family in Long Island, and I know my way to say that. I know my way around. And but yeah, that sounds good. I'm really proud of you. It's a pleasure to talk to you, to interview you, because you are doing some amazing things, and it's not just music. You're making your mark. I'm telling you, the thing with kids and giving back service, I could only tell you that weighs on everything. Service, just giving service. Like, you don't want anything back. You're just doing something to make somebody else's life a little happier.
Yep.
That's everything.
Yep. My mom's always told me the most precious thing you can give is your time. So it took a little, you got to hear it 100 times, but when it actually resonates and then it hits you, you're like, I get it now. So I don't know if that was probably the first time it resonated with me, but around that time when it actually hit, I understood it a little different from when she said it, so.
And all of that is making it come full circle, because that's why you write the way you write, because of what you do. Everything is full circle. I am so honored to interview you. It's a pleasure. I love everybody. I have a ball with everybody I interview, but like I said, you're doing it, and you're probably an inspiration for a lot of people, because now, since the pandemic, everybody is selling merch, but when you're really selling it with a purpose, I guess everybody has a purpose, but it makes sense. You're doing some good stuff.
And that word right there is the reason I don't rush music no more. I don't rush music. I don't rush merchandise. I don't rush anything. I told myself, if it doesn't have a purpose to it, I don't even want to do it. I said it about 2 years ago when I dropped my first debut solo album called Be Remembered. and you can tell the music on there is just for the most part, about 80 to 90% of the records has a message to it. So I just went a different route, and I'm hoping, you know, people take to it in the Song Battle League contest. But I know I'm gonna be a little different. It's not gonna be like weird music, but it's just gonna be a little, you know, it's kind of like the J. Cole's going up against the, I don't know, name an artist, you know, Little Babies or something, you know what I mean? So I know a lot of people coming with that energy, and I'm also trying to offset the energy with good lyrics and the message.
And that's what it should be about.
Listen, I appreciate it. I seen your comment when you first, you know, told me, and this is before I even researched it. I said I'm with it, because anytime somebody take they time out, I just had to check and see if your page is real at first, because sometimes it get a little, you know, social media get weird, but once I did that, we good, you know. So listen, I thank you for having me. Thank you for reaching out. I'll send you some of the music. I'll send you all the invites, and you know, we'll connect on, you know, later date. But appreciate you. All right. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Nice talking to you.